Imagine a simple yet profound practice that has the power to bring light to your darkest days. In this video, we'll explore the transformative power of Istighfar, seeking forgiveness and reconnecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This story will beautifully illustrate exactly how Istighfar can bring light and peace into your life. Let's start by sending peace and blessings on our beloved Prophet. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. There is no doubt that frequent struggles in life bring worry and sadness to a person. In such circumstances, we must turn to Allah Almighty with abundant dua and istighfar until Allah relieves us of our worries, sorrows and depression. We ask Allah Almighty to grant us well-being and safety in this world and in the hereafter. Ameen Ya Rabb. One brother who overcame the psychological illness of depression shares his message: By Allah, the one besides whom there is no God, I have faced many trials and tribulations in all areas of my life, not just health. Rest assured that there are those who have faced stronger trials than you, so smile. I have encountered many psychological disorders to the extent that I could no longer express my emotions. I neither laughed nor cried. For a long time I used medications and visited many doctors to the point that I isolated myself from life. Even the novels I used to love no longer brought me joy. Nothing in this life made me happy, and nothing could save me from how far I was drifting away from the life I once loved so much. I found myself distancing from Allah significantly. I was never at peace with anything. I realized that I would perish if I continued living this way, stumbling repeatedly, not just in health. But, dear friends, there is a difference between stumbling with feet and stumbling without feet. My point is, many people suffering from psychological pain do not move at all from their place. They are stuck, not moving or thinking about improving their situation, as if they have condemned themselves to be defeated, sad and in pain, and decided to spend their lives in this state. The devil does not leave them in this condition, but constantly whispers to them, directing them in a way that destroys their entire lives. Here I remember the verse, surely in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Allah always guides us to remember Him and cling to Him so that we are not victims of the devil. In my suffering, as I often heard about the benefits of seeking forgiveness, I found myself frequently saying Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. Amazingly, it became a sort of comfort, as if it was cleaning my thoughts. It broke the daily routine that was filled with darkness and unjustified fears. I started seeking forgiveness while standing, sitting, lying down. Miraculously, my thoughts began to change. Whenever a negative thought came to me, I would say Astaghfirullah. I address my message to every depressed person because I have experienced depression, sorrow and anxiety. All these thoughts and obsessions that the devil blows into our minds to make us distant from life can be overcome. By turning to Allah, this heart can become reassured and life can appear new. The colors that were once seen only in black and grey will start to reappear. On one particular day, while I was in my car feeling an urge to cry, I pulled over to the side of the road and started crying. Then I got out of my car, stood alone facing the sky, feeling that Allah Almighty saw and heard me. It was a miraculous feeling. I cried deeply, but within that was an incredible feeling, as if these tears were cleansing my soul and washing my heart. I felt reborn, as if I were a new person. Seeking forgiveness renewed me, made me happy and allowed me to breathe new air. It made me think of my family, loved ones, friends, marriage, children and the future. Life is indeed a great blessing from Allah, and He does not want us to live it in worry, sorrow and depression and isolated from life. Seeking forgiveness renews life. I do not say this lightly, but from experience, seeking forgiveness has renewed my life and made me feel the sweetness of life and its blessings. Despite the short journey of life, it can be an enjoyable one if accompanied by the remembrance of Allah, prayers upon our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and closeness to Allah who granted us this blessing. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "By the one in whose hand my soul is, if you did not sin, Allah would replace you with a people who would sin and then seek forgiveness from Allah, and He would forgive them." End of hadith. Subhanallah, so beautiful. The problem is not in the sins, worries or sorrows, nor in the medications and obstacles, but in our lack of seeking forgiveness, and in giving the opportunity for those things to devour us and make us live on the margins of life. We must face life with a steadfast heart, full of faith and attachment to Allah Almighty. I ask Allah, as He saved me from depression, to grant every depressed person the cure of istighfar. Indeed, Allah is near. We have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed listening. If you found value in this video, then please support this channel by liking, sharing and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. May Allah reward you. I leave you in the protection and care of Allah. God bless you, and we'll meet again in the next video. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.